Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Wait, that 380! Plus 49! What's the play?
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
49 to Mike, watch 49. Watch one, watch one. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check 26, check 26. Check 4, check 4. Hey, check it. 49, check 49. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, kill.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. J.J. Nelson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Go. No. Off. Motion.
On 2nd down, it's West. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Alabama, 380. Hey, 66. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Go. Shoot. Jim. Hey, Alabama. I got you, baby. I got you.
And that'll set him back 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
We won it. Come to my work. 53's in now. Watch the ship. Won't stand it.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Wait, 20! Exit! Watch right! There's a party now! 72! 50, Mike 50! Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, Charlie! Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Rip left! Easy! Hey, Alabama!
Brady now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here we go.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Allen, he's going goal. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got to seal. move.
From midfield, here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Allen steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down now, it's West. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
This is West. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
I got him. Alert! Hey, box truck. Hey. 72.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Goal 50. 50's the mark. Check it, reload.
Now Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. J.J. Nelson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018, and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They run here with Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with West. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Get the ball. 49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. Hey, go 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Motion man, watch 12. Hey, 66.
They find some open field here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now West. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Charkandrick West, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will scoring. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check. Shit. Alert. He's coming. Double up.
Allen going to throw. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
You ain't going nowhere. Mike 50, Mike. Hey, exit. Watch the run. Hey, Mike 50, Mike. Alert. Mike 50. Get that quarterback, D-line. Hey, 66. Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check it.
Brady now on first down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Brady. Lets it go for Nelson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the safety creep.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Allen out of the backfield. It's T.J. Yeldon. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Allen. Open man, here's Foster. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. Flush to his right. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barkley, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
39-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run again here with West. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. On first down, West. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Check, 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 check. Easy. Ozzy.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a game that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, he finds West. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Buffalo. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Again, that throw with Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Barkley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Barkley. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
23 yards, the final tally. Operating from the gun, Barkley. He finds Yeldon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Buying time to his left. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Topper! Regular!
On first down, Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. That'll bring up second down.
Wait, that fly 20, Chugger!
Mike 50. You must.
Hey, Charlie!
Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Hey, goal 66!
Mike's 50.
Hey, check it!
To throw again, Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Regular!
Mike 50. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike's 50.
Check it, reload!
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Barkley, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third down, Barkley. And the grab by Croft. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. From the gun, Barkley. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
I don't think you got it, son.
Brady going to throw here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
49, guys. Mike.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
You got nothing. Hey, Alabama. Bud. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike's 49. Rip right. Go there.
Now a play fake. Brady. Staying on his feet, wiggles free. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Delta. Hey, watch the ball. 61. Match box.
On 1st and 10, Barkley. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
72. 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Blue Dan. Hey, Alabama.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, check. Mike, Alpha.
On play action, now Brady. And he held on to it too long, a coverage sack, down he goes. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Patriots, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week at